Hi, me Momo Tim Heidecker, and welcome to Discount Prices.
I've got $1.99.
I've got $7.99.
I've got $16.99.
Cheap prices.
$14.
$11.
$2.49.
$3.
My prices are so small you can barely see them.
This is some small prices.
We have prices discount.
Tim's discounted prices shot to the ground. Buy premium prices. Hi, I'm Eric, and welcome to Eric's Premium Prices. I've got all the premium prices. I've got $19.99 for sale for $20. You come to me when you want fine European prices. They're premium. Come on in, buy $35.50 for $40.
Oh, lay an egg. Go to Tim's discount prices. Our $6.99s are down to $2.99.
Tim buys his prices from China. Mine are real, American made.
Who wants to pay a premium for prices? Come on down to Tim's discount prices and pay small prices.
Look at this discounted price. There's no meat on it. You throw it back. Stay in the water. I'm not gonna serve you to my family.
The man's a dirty fella. He's got a stink down here.
Discount prices are for the birds. Tim's got crab prices. Kick it.
Don't let Eric get near you. He'll rape you.
Tim makes up random prices and sells them at a discount. That's bullshit.
Eric's a compulsive masturbator. He masturbates all over the store.
My competitor is a liar. Cut his head off.
Premium, I'd say cremulum.
There's premium prices.
My prices.
Premium prices. Premium prices.
No, come to Tim. My price.
Price.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Happy Hump Day.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Do it again now.
Today is Wednesday, October 24th, 2018. And today we're going to be talking about Bakkt again. We're going to be talking about Bakkt again, but I think we're going to be talking about Bakkt in a completely different light than most other times that we've talked about Bakkt, and I think in a different angle as to how Bakkt is not being talked about or looked at. Last night on our live feed, we were re-watching the interview with Trace Mayer and Max Kaiser that was done, I think, last week, and that I put on one of my vlogs, and he was re-emphasizing sometimes you got to listen to the same thing more than once, or you got to read the same thing more than once in order to really get it, because there's a lot of stuff out there, and this can go for anything. But anywho, he started bringing up the fact, something that I've been talking about for a while, a lot of us have been talking about for a while, but it's sometimes we got to get reminded that the reality is of what's going on with the whole financial markets, anything from an ETF, anything from a liquidity option, like Bakkt, anytime that we have anything of the sort, when these guys are everything from Eric Voorhees, saying KYC for Shapeshift and Exodus Wallet, and all these rules and regulations, all these things that are all they are really doing, all that's going to really happen with all this stuff is that all these things are going to eventually catch up to them. Who is them? The financial markets, okay? Who are the financial markets? The central banks and so on. So this technology is so new, all of this stuff is so new, which is, Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, all that ilk. These things are so new that now it's been only like in the last several years where the banks and the central banks and the people in power have really figured out that this is a major threat to their way of life. And so they have gone out of their way in order to figure out how to best attack this, how to take over this, how to join the game and play by their rules. So, right now, in the whole crypto space, we invented a new game and we are playing a brand new game, okay? And the old game, which is the old legacy system, the banking system that we all are still using for the most part, everyone is still using, good 95% of the planet or more are still using. That is the old news. That is the old system that is going away. And the banking system knows it, and they themselves are creating all kinds of products, whether it's ETFs, whether it's rules and regulations, whether it's something like Bakkt, Sorry about that. And so on and so forth. And so by them creating all of these things, you know, what they are trying to do is that they are trying to play our game. They're trying to get into our space, bring their old rules, and implement their old rules from their old system within our brand new game, our brand new system, and our new everything. Now, the thing is that they are going to find out eventually, or they are slowly finding out already, but I don't think that they're aware just yet. Again, just like Trace Mayer was saying, and just like I've said many times, where I put the little link of Steve Jobs right here, where he just says we're all just the same pretty much.
Once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it, you can influence it, you can build your own things that other people can use. And the minute that you understand that you can poke life and actually something will, you know, if you push in, something will pop out the other side, that you can change it, you can mold it. That's maybe the most important thing.
And the same thing what Trace Mayer was saying. That again, I don't really think that they figured this out yet. And so the whole figuring out thing is that their old rules, their old system, their old everything is not compatible with his new system. Okay? And so as they are trying to implement all of these things within the system, within our system, all they are doing is they are creating the tools, all right, for the tools for their own demise. The same tools that they are creating are going to be the same tools that are going to make them finally extinct, one way or another. So let's just look at it like in a very rudimentary. When we're talking about rules and regulations, like how we were watching in yesterday's video, when Roger Ver was saying how doing any kind of crypto business in the U.S. is pretty hard, or very, you know, it's getting harder and harder every day. And why? Because of all these rules and regulations. So what's going to happen is that people are just going to eventually get around those rules and regulations, because those rules and regulations are going to get so steep and so fast that people are not going to be able to really do any kind of crypto business. But yet people still want to do crypto business, so then they're going to have to get around that, and they will. And that's going to, again, the people making the rules and regulations, aka the central banks, are going to quickly find out that this new beast, which is cryptocurrency, the blockchain, and Bitcoin, and all that together, it is regulation proof. It's it's government proof. You know, meaning that no matter what they do to try and block it, get away from it, rules and regulate it away, it's not gonna work. And now when we look at something else like Bakkt, like the BAKKT, when we're looking at that product, at first I was thinking of all, remember I broke this news way back, literally hours after they first put it on fucking Cointelegraph, all right, on my live show way back when. So with that being said, the whole thing about Bakkt is that what they're providing is, remember what I told you guys, way back when the whole thing got released. What Bakkt is, here, let me use what I always use, which is this. So what Bakkt is just a liquidity option. It's just a thing like this, so that when you go to Starbucks or you're buying something in the stock exchange, everything can happen like that, no matter what. And so what happens is that this little bank is full of fiat and full of Bitcoin, and providing that liquidity. So when you pay with Bitcoin, it can spit out cash. When you pay with cash, it can spit out Bitcoin. Or even better, if you're paying with Bitcoin, it can spit out Bitcoin. That's really what's supposed to happen. And so, and then every contract and everything is going to be backed by Bitcoin. So they would need all of these physical Bitcoins in order to do all these transactions. And they're not going to be able to use paper derivatives. They're not going to use, they won't be able to use a fake Bitcoin like the ETFs in order to keep making the whole thing liquid. It's just Bitcoin. And so this is a great idea. And they're the people behind this are the bankers, the central bankers, because again, you can really, all the information is out there. It's not that hard. When you find out who's behind it and you see how they talk about that stuff, you're like, oh, wait a minute, these are not good people. But again, they think that they know that what they're doing. They think that they're smarter than us. They think that they're smarter than the technology itself, but they're not.
I'm going to place him in an easily escapable situation involving an overly elaborate and exotic death.
And they're going to quickly find out how wrong they are. And it's going to be awesome because, again, something like Bakkt, you know, most likely, okay, so let me explain. If all of a sudden, you know, Bakkt, you know, has a lot of transactions and they have to, like, you know, bust out of Bitcoin just for a few minutes, and Bitcoin might be at whatever price it's at now. Doesn't matter. Who knows when you're going to watch this video. So whatever the price is at now, let's just say 8K. It's not 8K, but let's just say 8K. And all of a sudden, a lot of Bitcoin moves because of the whole Bakkt situation, you know, that Bakkt has to make a huge transaction. Well, what happens is that in normal traditional markets, they can move a lot, like whether it's gold, silver, corn, whatever, they can move a lot and it won't affect the markets. Why? Because there's a lot of these paper derivatives that don't allow the market to fluctuate. But if there's no paper derivatives, that means that if all of a sudden the ICE thing has to move a lot of fucking Bitcoin from point A to point B for whatever reason, then it's gonna bring the whole price of Bitcoin is gonna drop, maybe drop to like $5,000, and then all of a sudden people are gonna be buying those same Bitcoin that are the Bitcoin that Bakkt needs, and this is gonna start a slew of more problems that these guys are not accounting for. And then they're gonna buy those Bitcoin back at an even more expensive price. And I'm telling you, man, that's just like one little example of that. But again, if you know, what they were also saying is the fact that, you know, what Trace Mayer was also saying is just, you know, simple things of like, you know, for example, you know, when it comes to like a fork, you know, let's just say that, you know, the Bakkt, you know, it just has Bitcoin and nothing else. But Bitcoin forks again. And when Bitcoin forks again, you know, you better believe that these guys, you know, owe Bitcoin, whatever the fuck it is. It could be Bitcoin Cash, it could be Bitcoin Magnesium, and whatever it is. But they would owe that to the people that, you know, that have the Bitcoin on here. You know, they're just a custody option, meaning that, you know, all the Bitcoin within here, within the Bakkt thing, has an owner. And I'm telling you, man, it's just like just so many fucking things. And so that what they're literally going to be creating is the same fucking thing that's going to kill them. Because what has allowed the central banking system and central banks and the banking system to function and do everything that they want to do is the fact that all they got to do is just keep printing into oblivion. And in fact, they don't have to print paper. They just type it in on a fucking computer and they can print into infinity. But if all of a sudden they don't have that ability anymore, and they're willingly creating products to put, now they're coming and playing in our game and they don't even know the rules of our game. Oh my God, I'm telling you. So again, guys, if you're in it, you know, and you're like thinking like the central bankers, or you're a MSNBC guy, if you're an investor and you're looking at things like ETFs, you're looking at all this shit, they're like, oh, we're gonna make money, fiat, and you're not really looking at the big picture as what all this really is supposed to be, that you're really just supposed to be acquiring Bitcoin, acquiring crypto, acquiring gold and silver, acquiring these things, because as these things disappear, you're gonna really be holding the things that are worth something and of value. And instead of betting on the system, you need to be betting on cryptocurrency. You need to be betting on yourself. You need to be betting on the blockchain, on Bitcoin, and so on and so forth. But if you're betting on the central banks, if you're betting on the system, if you're betting on Wall Street, if you're betting on all these things, man, it's not going to look good for you. And again, you could make a little money. And for the savvy investors, the savvy, you know, the people that know what they're doing, with the traders and so on and so forth, you're going to be making a killing out here. Because just like Trace Mayer said, if you know what you're doing, you're the shark that's going to be making the killing and killing the central banks for us. Because you're the ones going to be buying that Bitcoin at 5K away from them.
What if I could teach them how to sell to people with money? Real money. So I decided to reinvent the company.
Gentlemen, welcome to Stratton Oakmont.
You schnooks will now be targeting the wealthiest 1% of Americans. Talking about whales here. Moby fucking dicks.
And so on and so forth. So that's what I'm trying to get at. You know what I mean? Like, just make sure that remember, this is a fight. We're in the middle of a war now, and just make sure that you're on the right team. Both teams need snipers. Both teams need, guns. Both teams need fucking every single fucking thing an army needs, okay? Battleships, you name it, artillery. Now, obviously, one army is way more bigger and powerful, but the other army is growing every single fucking day, and we have better technology. Okay? And even if this small little army, which is the crypto blockchain army, only has one steel battleship, okay? It's and it's going up against the the banking armada. Guess what? The banking armada might have 1,000 ships, but those 1,000 ships are made out of fucking wood. And we might have only 1 or 2 ships, but they're made out of fucking iron. So even if our ships can't even fucking hit them with our fucking battle guns or whatever, guess what? Even if we just bump into them, bonk, we sunk their ship. And that's what's happening right now. It's just gonna take a long time. It's gonna take a few years, few months. It's gonna take a while. It's a thing that's gonna take a while to develop. But it's already happening, and we're seeing it right now. Okay? Bakkt was supposed to launch in November 5th. Now it's being launched December 12th. Mark my words. Don't be surprised if right now they're already figuring out what the fuck the problem is, and they're fucking delaying it because they're trying to resolve that problem. And guess what? There ain't no solution. There ain't no fucking solution. And that's it, guys. That's really all I got to say about that. But honestly, I really hope. Oh yeah, so like, at the end of the day, a product like Bakkt, I don't know if I said this already or not, but a product like Bakkt is the iceberg. Central banks, the financial system, everything that that runs the world, the grid, whatever you want to call it, the central banking system, the old legacy system, they are the Titanic. And Bakkt could be the iceberg. All right? And that's it, like Bakkt could actually be something that we've all been looking at as something that could fucking, I don't know, throw a monkey wrench into this whole thing, and bring all these. Remember, I was talking to you guys about it countless times, where I was bringing up the whole Starbucks thing and the all of these factors that were gonna make Bitcoin and crypto mainstream and awesome. But I think it's gonna do it in the remember, all these things always come. You might ask for something, you might ask the universe for something, but when the universe gives it to you, or whatever, you ask God for something, and when God gives it to you, or whatever you want to call it, it might not be in the exact way that you wanted it, but you might get it. So you might be asking for love, 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 and you're thinking in your mind, oh, I want a wife and a kid or whatever, and then all of a sudden you get all this other kind of love that's like 1,000,000 times better than the love you were asking for. So it's just, it's just a million things like that. So it's the same thing with Bakkt. Bakkt, I was looking at it, and I think a lot of us are looking at Bakkt as something that was going to, really kickstart the whole crypto revolution to another level. And we were thinking because, all of a sudden it's going to become mainstream. It's going to be something that, the old legacy system is giving the okay to, therefore the people will give the okay to it. But I think it's going to be the other way around. I think it's going to be more like, the whole financial system is giving the okay to Bakkt and giving the okay to crypto. But by them doing that, they're just giving okay for the enemy to fucking kick them in the fucking teeth. And then everything that the central banking system is going to be doing afterwards and going forward from this point on is just going to be a way in order to keep up with us. Eventually they're going to be the dinosaurs, and before you fucking know it, the central banking system is going to be the equivalent of the old brick cell phone, and people are going to be using these cell phones, okay? And who the fuck is ever, again, you might see someone right now with a flip phone or whatever, but for the most part, you're not gonna, you'll never, not for the most part, you're never gonna see a fucking, a brick phone. And so that's the thing, that's where the old legacy system is going. And everyone is gonna get one of these, whether they like it or not. And even if they get, it's like a semi-flip phone or an older version, a newer version of the older phones, they still have like apps and they still have all these other things, okay? So, you already know where we're going with this, okay? And all they're doing is they're trying to keep more control and save face and keep everything under their control. But the reality is that, as you know, the more the more you try to grab something, you know what I mean? Like this is them. This is central banks. They're trying to control everything, and so they have everything in the grasp of their hand. But the tighter they grab the tighter they put that grip, things start leaving and coming out the fucking fingers. And that's what's happening. You know, right now they're at the tightest possible, and they're realizing that it's just like they're trying to grab water. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. All right. So, all right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, because I did. So, all right. I'm gonna end it real quick because I want to add something for you guys. Okay, back. So, thanks for watching today's episode. Honestly, it was really, you know, I hope that all made sense. So, all I want to talk about right now is I want to make sure to let you guys know that every morning, Monday through Friday, we are on Discord, 9 a.m. Eastern. Today was great. We had a full house. Yesterday was just, you know, a couple people in and out. But today, full fucking house. Talking about all kinds of shit. The project, everyone is, you know, was talking about what they were bringing in. We had a few new people in. It was just great. It was wonderful, and it was really great to have everyone there today. We're doing an amazing job. Everyone out there, you guys know who you are, all right? You guys are all doing amazing, and we're doing amazing, and we're breaking strides every single fucking day, and it's amazing. It's awesome. So join us on Discord. Please join us on Discord, because again, you don't have to join us in the morning, but just join us. Just join us right now. Like right now, just click and join. And it's like a giant fucking chat room with all the people that view this. All my fans, all our fans, you know, we're fans of fucking awesomeness, all right? Forget me. Actually, you guys are fans of this guy. But anyways, the Lambo fan club, all right? So just join, and you know, it's cool. You don't even have to chat. You can just watch and listen and the whole thing. It's gonna be awesome. So do that. Also, join me on Twitch and join me on Bit.tube every single night. No, not every night. Monday through Thursday. Again, all the times and schedules are down here. Okay, Monday through Thursday, we hang out on Twitch, we hang out on DLive, and we do about 2-hour stream, sometimes 3, give or take. But we do around a 2-hour stream, and we're just streaming live, and we're talking about stuff like this. I'm answering questions, we're having fun, we're watching cooking videos, we're watching music videos, we're you know, talking about crypto, we're doing all kinds of shit. So join us. It's a party every fucking night. And sometimes, you know, just depending on if I got plans, I don't got plans, whatever, sometimes I show up on Friday, Saturday, and that's when we really have a lot of fun, because obviously, you know, it's Friday and Saturday night, and then we really have a lot of fun. So that's that. Also, please make sure to keep watching daily videos, uploads. You already know what's up every single day, but Saturday, I'm on here on YouTube. We're talking about all kinds of things, all right? And I want to give a shout out to everyone out there. Everyone out there that's involved, not just with the whole channel and everything that we're building, but everything that you guys are building individually and how it's all coming together. And I can't wait. I really can't wait. I already have... you know, we should have something launched soon, you know? I'm just, Hugo's actually working on it, so I'm trying not to pressure too much, but once he gives me a few more thumbs up, hey, we're getting close, then I'll keep talking about it more. But it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be a humongous network, a real network of crypto awesomeness for all of us to fucking enjoy for free, okay? Coming together soon. All right, and I think that's it, guys. I really do think that's it. I want to thank all my patrons out there, all my fucking patrons. I want to thank you. I want to thank everyone out there that has been donating. Thank you so much. Although, you know, a couple bucks here and there, especially during the live feed. Thank you. I'm about 200 bucks short of the goal I need to meet by literally this time next week. All right. For real, I need to, you know, make rent and so on and so forth. And so yes, please, anything anyone can throw out there, honestly, just all I need is around $200 US to, you know, make sure that they don't take Lambo away from me, okay? And make sure that, you know, we can keep this going. But seriously, anything you guys can throw at me would be fucking great. I hate asking, I really hate this. I hate this so much, but hey, you know, I'm making all this stuff for you guys. We're working all together on all this stuff and providing and all that good stuff. So please, if you have anything out there you can fucking throw at me, you know, even if it's a kiss, I would appreciate it, okay? Just fucking with you. No, but seriously, even a kiss, I'll take it. Okay, no homo, okay? Only from the girls, only kisses from the girls. Okay, so, what else I want to talk about? Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, so, yeah, please, don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please hit that bell icon, please share the knowledge, please tell your friends, please join on Discord, please join us for the live feed, please stay tuned. And yeah, and thank you. I love you, and you guys are the best. And yes, I know I'm wearing the same fucking shirt 2 days in a row. You have no idea how much it fucking stinks, okay? You think it's bad with a fucking horse in the house. Imagine a horse and a fucking pig in a barn. I mean, yeah, that's exactly where I'm fucking shooting this from. Yeah, it's true, guys. Look, there's my trough right there. All right, guys, seriously. I love you guys. You guys are the best. For real, it just gets me so happy and emotional just to be able to fucking do this for you guys every single day. Anyways, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys mañana. Peace.
Soldiers don't go to hell. It's war. Soldiers, they kill other soldiers. We're in a situation where everybody involved knows the stakes. And if you're going to accept those stakes, you got to do certain things. It's business. We're soldiers. We follow codes, orders.
So does that justify everything that you do?
Excuse me, let me tell you something. When America opened the floodgates and let all us Italians in, what do you think they were doing it for? Because they were trying to save us from poverty? No, they did it because they needed us. They needed us to build their cities and dig their subways and to make them richer. The Carnegies and the Rockefellers, they needed worker bees, and there we were. But some of us didn't want to swarm around their hive and lose who we were. We wanted to stay Italian and preserve the things that meant something to us, honor and family and loyalty. And some of us wanted a piece of the action. Now, we weren't educated like the Americans, but we had the balls to take what we wanted. And those other fucks, those other, the J.P. Morgans, they were crooks and killers too, but that was the business, right? The American way.